You want 2 inches in the back here?
Yes.
Come on.
What we're doing right now is actually pulling this car down.
Go to your right rear. Go to your right rear. Oh, okay.
To simulate what it will look like on a racetrack. And that'll give us our cambers.
Come on. Half. Oh, one more. Oh.
That'll give us camber numbers, wheel loads, and actually it'll tell us if things are hitting the racetrack and clearances and a lot of dive angles and things that you need that you really can't see unless you have a pull down machine to do this with. So we'll give us just a minute and we'll have it pulled down. You can see what it looks like as it's down.
Hey, go easy with this. Let your right rear in there.
Pull the right front back in, Lunch.
You get tire squish off on the left front yet?
I'll go with.
All right.
Okay.
Hook this up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, Lunch.
Like Dad said, what we're doing, we're just going to pull this thing down. This is actually the car we're going to go to Charlotte with. This is a 4. 3 inches. I got a lot of spring in it. Work the left front.
Are you cold down?
I don't think so.
Come on, Lunch. Well, I think you are. It's tire. Yeah, it's tires. You're done. You're down.
So we had a pretty good test. What'd you say? You say no?
I said I hope you will.
Oh. We weren't very good on Friday, and we definitely learned some things with the composite car. Moved her in some. Worked on our front shocks. Did some stuff with the front of the body that helped it. Picked up quite a bit. I'd say we picked up a solid second.
And a half.
Yeah, somewhere. I mean, a lot. Because I couldn't even draft with anybody. As soon as we got out of third gear, we went on the back stretch. It just felt like we had a parachute behind us. So once we got my left front, it's a coil bound. I'm not coil bound over there.
You're not.
I don't think so. 1,900 pounds.
But the biggest thing, you know.
Oh, sorry, I tailed off. Anyway, sorry, we couldn't drive for the slowest cars, and that was frustrating. So we went back out and made some adjustments with Kevin Hinkle in the car, and then I went back out in it Saturday. We got in a really big pack, and it was fine. I mean, it did actually really good, and it was a car that we felt we could go back and race and be competitive with. It's not going to be as dominant as some of the cars we've had in the past, but it would get the job done. We're not planning on going back and racing Daytona this time, so it's not really important, but we wanted to know where we were at with taking a straight up short track car down there that has no truck arm work, nothing like that done to it, and we're okay. But if we went back down to race and we want to get serious about it, you're going to have to build a super speedway car to run with what the other guys are bringing. But other than that, it was pretty good. It doesn't really drive a whole lot different in the draft. It doesn't have the what do I call it, behind the spoiler.
It doesn't have the buffer.
Yeah, there's usually like on steel cars, there was a buffer air, and you could get up like 2 or 3 foot behind a steel car, and then you would hit that buffer air, and it'd kind of level you off unless you had a real big run to kind of bust through that to get to the bumper. The composite cars definitely don't have that,
And we don't move around as much.
Yeah, and we don't move around as much in the draft. Usually in steel cars, you move around the draft, and it seems like it's somewhat shaking the car apart. And these are real smooth in the draft. I'm assuming that's just from the wider fenders and the wider body in general. So anyway, everything was pretty good. Other than that, we are pulling, like I said, pulling down this car this is our seaplane car, so it's a steel body with a Yates motor. Working on that right now, and this is actually gonna put us pretty far ahead because this car's pretty much ready to go. I gotta put axles and rear grease in it, and it's ready to go. Your turn.
Should have our Salem car. We'll be back this week, into this week or the first of next week. Back to the test a little bit at Daytona. It was really interesting, some of the things that we found. Actually, we're going to have to wait on ARCA right now on some of the rule changes they was making throughout the weekend. The only changes that we really made on the car, nothing mechanical. Everything we made was due to the error, and that's exactly what had the car at faster speeds, because actually they're going to let us get by with a few things on air that makes the cars faster. So we just got to learn what the car wants, apply it to the car, and I think that if we look back and race, we'll be fine. So a lot of neat things that we learned down there. There is an outside chance that we have a couple other people that might actually rent a race car and go back and race. But as far as Will racing Daytona right now, I don't believe that's going to happen. And Will's first race is going to be at Salem. So as far as the weekend update, that's about it. The last Saturday of January, we're going to do another question and answer. Christina will put it up as far as what time, and we'll get back to you on that. And other than that, I'll see you guys next Monday. Thank you. Who's that with you there, Will?
Excavator Eric.